Today we're going to be talking all about cases and why cases have had a ton of great news recently and why cases right now are in what I think is maybe not the perfect spot, but still a very, very good spot and a very, very good time to be buying them heavily and aggressively right now, to be investing in all kinds of different rare pool cases and why I think they're kind of set up for success over the next 6 months, 12 months, couple years. I don't think any of these are necessarily like get rich quick schemes, but they are get rich over time schemes to me, and I think cases are one of the safest and soundest and most best investments in the CS2 world, and now I do think is a good time to buy. So we're going to be going over all kinds of good news for them. But first, just want to mention real quick, if you are looking to sell any of your CS2 items and turn them into cold hard cash or crypto or any other payment method, definitely hit me up over on Twitter. It's going to be the first link in the description below. I'm buying pretty much anything and everything for the right price. So if you're looking to sell safely, quickly, efficiently, looking to cash out, hit me up and we can get a deal done. And of course, by selling to me, you're helping support me, my channel, and my content so we can keep doing what we do around here. With that being said, let's get right into this. So, cases have not been doing that well as of late. They haven't been doing bad, but cases have not been exploding in value or killing the markets or anything like that. You can see here the Prisma 2 case, one of my favorite cases, one of most people's favorite cases for investments. They seem like a nice little balance between having good stuff inside of them. They're opened up a lot and they're actually at a decent price point. They're down 2% in the past month. I don't really know what the longer-term picture looks like. Down 26% in the last 6 months, and down, they're pretty much flat over the past year, but with a lot of ups and downs in between. You can see here, different times they really exploded in price, and they've kind of cooled off. But yeah, the gains over the past any time period you look at hasn't really been that amazing for cases. So why am I saying that there's a lot of good news for cases right now? Well, I think the fact that cases, especially some of the best ones, especially some of the ones that are being opened the most, if you look at CS2 Case Tracker, I know this website does not really look good in videos. It's really hard to see, whatever, but we can see here that the Prisma case and then the Prisma 2 case are some of the most opened rare duty cases. Obviously, the only more open rare duty cases than Prisma and Prisma 2, I'm not really sure what you guys can and can't see, are the Snakebite and the Clutch case. So that leaves Prisma and Prisma 2 being some of the most opened rare duty cases. That is great news for them. The supply of them is definitely dropping. People are definitely opening these things faster than they can be dropped, even with botting and farming and all that decent stuff going on. Yeah, these things are being opened up crazy, and yeah, their prices are still down. I think the Prisma case has maybe done a little bit better, down 25% in the past 6 months, and down 5% in the past year. But yeah, still in the past month, down 2%. So the fact that these cases are still at attractive price points and price points that I would be comfortable investing and buying into them, and they're still being opened a ton. Again, here from CS2 Case Tracker, we can see there's been 32 million cases opened in the past month. Now, obviously, a lot of those are stuff like the Anubis package. A lot of those are the active duty cases, but still, a lot of these being these rare duty cases as well. Like for the Prisma 2 case, we have 780,000 of them opened in the past month. Prisma case, we have 647,000 of them opened in the past month. The fact that we still have so many of these things being opened and prices are down in the past 6 months, I think is a very good opportunity. Again, you want to get in those habits of buying low and selling high. And I think cases, even though everyone talks about them as one of the best investments, everyone talks about them as they should, in theory, just be strong, consistent growth because like I said, they're going to be opened up faster than they can be dropped, and people love opening up cases. And yeah, there are maybe some risks with case regulation and gambling getting banned and weird stuff like that. But if all things stay how they are right now, cases in theory should just kind of go up over time. But they're also a slow, kind of boring investment. They're not as exciting or sexy as a nice pair of gloves or a nice blue gem knife or a crazy AK or something like that. And yeah, so people haven't necessarily been piling into them or loading into them or whatever. But when I can find something that has good fundamentals, good statistics, and good things going for it, and it also seems to be at a pretty decent price, and I'm not buying the very tip of exuberance or something like that, that is very exciting to me. And if we look at a lot of the best cases right now, Revolver case up only 2% in the past month, Chroma 2 case up 1% in the past month. We have the glove case, which has been the most hot case as of late. Again, their gloves people really got excited about recently, up 10% in the past month. Watch out for that one a little bit. Clutch case down 15%, Danger Zone case pretty much flat in the past month. We have the Chroma 3 case flat. We have the Snakebite case down 20%. So a lot of the best and most opened up cases are flat or down or maybe only up a little bit over the past month. And this is, again, great news because I see this as an awesome buying opportunity because we have the CS2 player base continuing to climb and continue to go up. Again, the more players we have, that's going to be the more people using skins, the more people who have opportunities to buy cases. Yes, it does mean more cases dropping, but it also does mean, again, people are going to be opening more cases and they're going to be dropping on average. These prices and the supplies of these cases are going to be getting eaten into, and we are getting closer and closer to closing in on 1 million average players. This is now 1, 2, 3, going on 4 months straight of growth for Counter-Strike. Despite the fact that people have so many negative things to say, so many issues in the game, whatever, I honestly think that's a great sign. There is still so much to fix, still so much to make better about CS2. Yet again, still the player base continues to climb. More people are playing this game every month. The players who are playing seem to be staying. Yes, the growth has slowed down a little bit. Again, we saw 12%, 5% growth. Now in May, we've only seen closer to 3%, but you can only see so much growth, especially consistently, and we are in a little bit of a lull of the game right now. We had Copenhagen, we had this big crafting update a couple months ago. Now, we haven't really gotten any crazy big new updates as of late, but again, there's a Shanghai Major in December. There's potentially an operation at some point. There's maybe even some kind of new content that we haven't even thought of yet around the corner. I know a lot of people aren't happy about Dust 2 getting added to the competitive pool, but a lot of casual players and people coming back and low elo players really, really love and enjoy Dust 2. It's getting played a ton in things like competitive and Premier and stuff like that. There's a lot of good changes being made to the game. And again, players coming back to the game, that is a great sign for cases. So, like I said, I think that's another good thing. Now, the other good thing, and I've talked about this previously in videos as well, is it does seem like case farmers are getting cracked down on in a big way. I know Valve, it seems like, has been banning some of them. They have been putting out bans. They have been trying to limit the abilities of case farmers. And again, case farmers, and people have been saying and speculating this, are a big reason why potentially case prices have been so deflated or, prevented from going up recently, because these case farmers are very, very active, and they are farming in big numbers, and they are making big money doing this stuff. So as Valve continues to crack down on case farming, that is going to be even less supply of cases being created, and that's going to be the supply of those cases going down even faster as people continue to rip open and open cases. So that's definitely something to watch out for. Again, the player numbers look super great. That's going to be more people eating into the case supply as well. And then the other big thing that I think could eventually be good news, I'm not really sure if this is good or bad news or whatever, but also Buff 163 and I think Buff Market as well. I don't think you can sell cases on. Not only stopping the sale of cases, but also banning out Westerners. That is a big wrench in the market that I don't really know what to make of. Now, I know that obviously a lot of case farmers would farm their cases and then sell them on Buff 163 because it was so easy. So now case farmers are less incentivized to even case farm and have less ways to cash out effectively or quickly or well at all. But also, just people in general who are going to be investing a lot of money into cases, they are going to struggle to sell their cases as well, which is going to give them less incentive to be investing in cases in big bulks and selling cases in big bulks. So that could, potentially dry up some of the numbers for case investing, which again, I don't know if that's going to be good or bad for the case price or whatever, but the Buff 163 stuff definitely is going to have an effect on the market. And I think giving or case farmers having less ways to easily cash out is going to de-incentivize some of that, and Buff 163 cutting off the biggest marketplace in the world for case farmers to go to is definitely going to be a big win for cases overall. So again, some of the main cases I'm looking at are all of these top active duty cases. I don't really think you can go wrong with too many of these. Prisma 2, Prisma, Revolver, Chroma 2, Glove, Clutch, Danger Zone, Chroma 3, Snakebite. There's even some more. Now, not all of these are necessarily the same rank. Again, Prisma 2 is probably my favorite case for investing right now, but so many of these cases are not at peak prices right now. A lot of them are down over this past 6 months. A lot of them are down over the past year, and I think it's an awesome opportunity to buy low and potentially ride this wave over the next couple years as Counter-Strike continues to grow and flourish and people continue to open cases because they love that to make some money off the case market. But I do think there's a lot of signs recently that have this stuff pointing in the right direction and have things pointing up and looking pretty good. But that's pretty much it for this video today, guys. Hopefully I catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.